Hi friends, welcome back. CDCS lectures, UCP 600, Article 18, Commercial Invoice. A commercial invoice must appear to have been issued by the beneficiary. Now this means what? Commercial invoice must appear to have been issued by the beni. Beni means the beneficiary of the LC, means they are generally the exporter. Now this is a catch over here. What? Number one, except provided in Article 38. 38 means this is transparency. Okay, transfer. So except provided in transparency. Otherwise, it should be presented by the bench. Now, if the LC states that the invoice needs to be issued by consulate, invoice needs to be issued by the consulate. In that case, it is required by the consulate. See, LC is always supreme. Okay, so if LC says something, you have to do it. So generally, if it does not state, it generally states this commercial invoice, required documents, commercial invoice. So it means it must be issued by the beneficiary. If it nothing is stated, if something is stated, then okay. Then whatever is required, you should do it. Second, must be made out in the name of the applicant. So two, okay, two or the consignee, okay, not consignee two actually. It should be made in the name of the applicant, except in that 38G again transparency. Okay. So remember the important point. It should be issued by the venue. It should be in the name of the applicant. Made, must be made out in the same currency as that of the credit. So if the credit is in dollar, you'll have to make the invoice in dollars. If credit is in rupees, you'll have to make the invoice in rupees. Okay. Whatever is said, you'll have to follow. Need not be signed. That is also very important part. Why should the invoice be signed? Nowadays we get printed invoices, computer generated invoices. Why should they be signed? Okay. So remember the 4 points. Issued by the venue in the name of the applicant, same currency of credit and need not be signed. A nominated bank, B, a nominated bank acting on its nomination, the confirming bank if any, or the issuing bank may accept a commercial invoice issued for an amount in excess of the amount permitted by the credit, and its decision will be binding upon all the parties, provided the bank in question has not honored or negotiated for an amount excess of that permitted by the credit. Don't think too much on this. I'll give you simple example, simple meaning. Okay. One, credit asks for credit. It asks for let's say dollar 1,000. Credit is for dollar 1,000. Invoice. Invoice presented. Okay. Is for let's say dollar 200. 2,000. Sorry. So should I accept this invoice? So this article B says that 18B says that I can accept it. Subject to, okay, if I'm the nominated bank, confirming bank, negotiating bank, subject to. I have not negotiated this negotiation is only for dollar 1,000. Negotiation is only for dollar 1,000. Provided the bank in the question has not honored or negotiated for an amount in excess of that permitted by the credit. Now, how will you know whether the bank has negotiated for $2,000 or $1,000? In the letter sent by this negotiating bank, see, understand this now. This needs a bit of explanation. See, suppose if I am the NB, nominated bank, or negotiating bank, let's call it negotiating bank now. I am the nego bank. So I have sent the document, okay, to this IB. I have sent the docs to the IB. Now I have sent the dollar 2,000 invoice also. Dollar 2,000 invoice I have sent it. Whereas IB, as per the credit, is $1,000, right? Now in the letter which I send it to this IB, in the letter, I should mention it in the letter that negotiation is for $1,000 only. I mention it in that letter. Now suppose if I don't mention it, then what? Suppose if I don't mention it, I'm sending this $2,000 invoice to this issuing bank and I don't mention this line, then what? Then this will not be accepted. If not mentioned, if this line is not mentioned, if not mentioned, again, it's a discrepancy. Then discrepancy, again, then it's a discrepancy. If it is not mentioned, again, this article 18B is of the utmost importance and one of the most difficult articles. I'll say just this line, one of the most difficult. We don't understand this concept. The concept is this 2000 invoice, which excess invoice, can be accepted and it will be binding on all the parties. Means if I am the nominated bank, I've accepted it, and then I send it to the confirming bank. Confirming bank must accept it. I say confirming bank sends it to the issuing bank. Issuing bank must accept it. It's a compulsion. But in all the cases, the compulsory condition is I must write in that letter that I have negotiated only for the credit amount and not for excess. Okay, I must mention this. Otherwise, it's an error. Otherwise, it's a discrepancy. Got it? Very difficult to understand. Okay, these two conditions, if mentioned, if not mentioned, this is the only crux of the article 18C.